Sarah Thompson was just an ordinary 16-year-old high school student in a small town in Oregon. She excelled in her studies, particularly in history and languages, but nothing could have prepared her or her family for the extraordinary events that were about to unfold. On a seemingly normal Tuesday morning, Sarah's mother went to wake her for school, only to find her daughter speaking in a language she had never heard before. At first, her parents thought it was just a prank or perhaps Sarah sleep-talking in gibberish. However, as the day progressed, it became clear that something truly unprecedented had occurred. Sarah could no longer communicate in English or any modern language. Instead, she spoke fluently in what linguists would later identify as an ancient, long-dead language. The news spread quickly through the small community, and soon, linguists and researchers from across the country were flocking to the Thompson residence. As they studied Sarah's newfound linguistic abilities, they were astounded to discover that she was speaking a previously unknown dialect of Proto-Indo-European, a hypothetical ancestor of many modern European and Asian languages. Dr. Elizabeth Hartwell, a renowned linguist from Harvard University, was among the first to arrive on the scene. She spent countless hours recording and analyzing Sarah's speech patterns, working tirelessly to decipher the mysterious language. Dr. Hartwell's preliminary findings sent shockwaves through the academic community. The language Sarah was speaking appeared to be more than 6,000 years old, predating any known written records. As word of this extraordinary case spread, theories began to circulate. Some speculated that Sarah had undergone a rare form of cryptomnesia, unconsciously recalling information she had never consciously learned. Others proposed more fantastical explanations, such as reincarnation or even alien intervention. The scientific community, however, remained skeptical and continued to search for a rational explanation. Sarah's life was turned upside down by her sudden linguistic transformation. She struggled to communicate with her family and friends, relying on gestures and improvised sign language to convey her basic needs. Her parents, John and Margaret Thompson, found themselves thrust into the spotlight as they tried to navigate this bewildering situation and protect their daughter from the overwhelming media attention. As weeks passed, a team of linguists, neuroscientists, and historians worked around the clock to unravel the mystery of Sarah's condition. They conducted numerous tests, brain scans, and psychological evaluations, but no physical or neurological abnormalities were found. Sarah's brain appeared to be functioning normally, aside from her inexplicable ability to speak this ancient language. The breakthrough came when Dr. Hartwell made a startling discovery. While comparing Sarah's speech patterns to known ancient languages, she found striking similarities to recently unearthed clay tablets from an archaeological site in Turkey. These tablets, dating back to around 4000 BCE, contained inscriptions in a previously undeciphered script. With Sarah's unconscious knowledge of this ancient language, linguists were able to begin decoding the tablets, potentially unlocking a treasure trove of information about a long-lost civilization. As news of this development spread, Sarah became an overnight sensation. Documentary filmmakers, book publishers, and even Hollywood producers clamored for the rights to tell her story. The Thompsons, overwhelmed by the attention, retreated from the public eye, focusing instead on finding a way to help their daughter regain her ability to speak English. Months passed, and Sarah slowly began to relearn modern languages. With the help of speech therapists and language experts, she gradually regained her ability to communicate in English. However, she retained her knowledge of the ancient language, becoming a valuable resource for linguists and historians studying the origins of human communication. The scientific community remained divided on the cause of Sarah's linguistic transformation. Some researchers proposed that she had accessed a form of genetic memory, tapping into the collective linguistic knowledge of her ancestors. Others suggested that her brain had somehow rewired itself, accessing dormant language centers that had lain unused for millennia. As Sarah's story captured the world's imagination, it sparked a renewed interest in the study of ancient languages and the origins of human communication. Universities around the globe saw a surge in applications for linguistics and archaeology programs, as a new generation of students was inspired to unlock the secrets of the past. 5 years after her extraordinary awakening, Sarah published a memoir detailing her experiences. The book became an international bestseller, translated into dozens of languages. In it, she described the confusion and fear she felt upon waking up in a world where no one could understand her, as well as the wonder and excitement of helping to unlock the secrets of an ancient civilization. Sarah's case continues to baffle and inspire researchers to this day. While the exact mechanism behind her linguistic transformation remains a mystery, her story has opened up new avenues of research into the nature of language, memory, and the human brain. Some scientists now speculate that all humans may possess latent linguistic abilities, waiting to be unlocked by some as yet unknown trigger. As for Sarah herself, she has embraced her unique role as a bridge between the ancient past and the present. She now works as a consultant for linguists and archaeologists, helping to decipher ancient texts and uncover the secrets of long-lost civilizations. Her extraordinary journey from an ordinary teenager to a linguistic phenomenon has inspired countless individuals to explore the depths of human potential and the mysteries of our shared past. The case of Sarah Thompson serves as a reminder that there is still so much we don't understand about the human mind and our capacity for language. As research continues, scientists hope that Sarah's experience may one day lead to breakthroughs in treating language disorders and unlocking the full potential of the human brain. Until then, her story remains a testament to the enduring mystery and wonder of human consciousness and our connection to the ancient past. As Sarah's story continued to captivate the world, researchers from various fields began to explore new avenues of investigation inspired by her unique case. Neuroscientists, in particular, were intrigued by the possibility that the human brain might possess hidden linguistic capabilities that could be activated under certain circumstances. Dr. Michael Chen, a prominent neurolinguist from Stanford University, led a groundbreaking study that aimed to map the neural pathways involved in Sarah's linguistic transformation. Using advanced brain imaging techniques, DR, Chen and his team discovered unusual activity in the Broca's and Wernicke's areas of Sarah's brain, regions typically associated with language processing. The most startling finding was the activation of dormant neural networks that seemed to connect these language centers to deeper, more primitive parts of the brain. This led Dr. Chen to propose a controversial theory that humans might possess a form of a linguistic genetic memory, encoded in our DNA, a remnant of our species' evolutionary journey. This theory sparked intense debate within the scientific community. Some researchers embraced the idea, seeing it as a potential explanation for phenomena such as the rapid acquisition of language in children and the existence of linguistic universals across cultures. Others remained skeptical, arguing that more evidence was needed before such a radical concept could be accepted. As the scientific debate raged on, Sarah's life took unexpected turns. Now in her early 20s, she had become a reluctant celebrity, her every move scrutinized by the media and her insights sought after by academics and spiritual leaders alike. The pressure of her unique situation began to take its toll, and Sarah found herself struggling with the weight of her newfound fame and responsibility. Seeking solace and a deeper understanding of her condition, Sarah embarked on a global journey to explore ancient archaeological sites and meet with indigenous communities, known for preserving ancient linguistic traditions. Her travels took her from the remote highlands of Peru to the bustling markets of Istanbul, from the sun-baked ruins of Egypt to the mist-shrouded mountains of Tibet. During her journey, Sarah encountered a diverse array of cultures and belief systems, each offering its own perspective on her extraordinary abilities. In the Amazon rainforest, a shaman of the Yanomami tribe declared her a vessel for ancestral spirits. In India, a group of Sanskrit scholars hailed her as the reincarnation of an ancient sage. While Sarah remained skeptical of these mystical explanations, she found herself drawn to the rich tapestry of human linguistic diversity she encountered. As she traveled, Sarah kept detailed journals of her experiences and the languages she encountered. These writings, later published as a series of acclaimed travelogues, offered unique insights into the connections between ancient and modern languages, as well as the cultural contexts that shaped them. Back in the academic world, Sarah's case continued to inspire new areas of research. Dr. Amelia Rodriguez, a cognitive psychologist from the University of Barcelona, began exploring the potential applications of Sarah's linguistic abilities in treating patients with severe language disorders. Her preliminary studies showed promising results in using techniques derived from Sarah's experiences to help stroke victims and individuals with aphasia regain their ability to communicate. Meanwhile, the archaeological community was abuzz with excitement as the decipherment of the ancient Turkish tablets progressed. Thanks to Sarah's unique knowledge, researchers were able to piece together a complex narrative that shed light on a previously unknown Bronze Age civilization. The tablets revealed a sophisticated society with advanced mathematical knowledge, complex religious practices, and far-reaching trade networks that spanned from the Mediterranean to the Indus Valley. As more information came to light, historians began to revise their understanding of early human civilization. The newly discovered culture, dubbed the Anatolian Enigma by the press, appeared to have played a crucial role in the development of writing systems and the spread of agricultural techniques across Eurasia. The implications of these discoveries extended far beyond academia. Governments and international organizations began to reassess their policies on the preservation of endangered languages and the protection of indigenous cultures. Sarah's story had highlighted the potential value hidden within the world's linguistic diversity, leading to increased funding for language preservation efforts and the establishment of new cultural heritage sites. As years passed, Sarah's ability to speak the ancient language began to fade, much to the dismay of researchers who had come to rely on her unique insights. However, this gradual loss was accompanied by an unexpected development. Sarah began to experience vivid dreams and visions that seemed to transport her to the ancient civilization she had helped to uncover. These experiences, while difficult to verify scientifically, provided a wealth of detailed information about daily life in the ancient society. Sarah described elaborate rituals, complex social structures, and advanced technologies that had been lost to time. While some dismissed these visions as mere products of an overactive imagination, others saw them as further evidence of Sarah's unexplained connection to the past. As Sarah approached her 30th birthday, she made a decision that would once again capture the world's attention. In collaboration with a team of linguists, archaeologists, and computer scientists, she announced an ambitious project to create a comprehensive database of human languages, both living and dead. This linguistic genome project, as it came to be known, aimed to map the connections between all known languages and preserve endangered tongues for future generations. The project quickly gained support from governments and private donors around the world. Linguists and volunteers from every corner of the globe contributed their knowledge, recording obscure dialects and documenting dying languages. As the database grew, patterns began to emerge, revealing unexpected connections between geographically distant languages and offering new insights into human migration patterns and cultural exchanges throughout history. Sarah's journey from a small-town teenager to a global linguistic phenomenon had come full circle. Her unique experience had not only revolutionized our understanding of language and the human brain, but had also sparked a worldwide movement to preserve and celebrate linguistic diversity. As she looked to the future, Sarah remained committed to unraveling the mysteries of human communication and bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and modern understanding. The case of Sarah Thompson continues to challenge our perceptions of human potential and the nature of consciousness. It serves as a powerful reminder that there is still much to learn about ourselves and our place in the grand tapestry of human history. As research progresses and new discoveries are made, one thing remains clear: the story of language is the story of humanity itself, a narrative as old as time and as vast as the human imagination. As the Linguistic Genome Project gained momentum, it began to yield unexpected results that extended far beyond the realm of language studies. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, a geneticist from the University of Tokyo, made a groundbreaking discovery while analyzing the data collected from thousands of languages. She identified a recurring pattern in the genetic markers of individuals who spoke certain ancient or endangered languages, suggesting a possible biological component to language preservation and acquisition. This finding sparked a new wave of interdisciplinary research, bringing together linguists, geneticists, and evolutionary biologists. The team hypothesized that certain genes might predispose individuals to maintain or easily acquire specific linguistic structures, potentially explaining why some languages persist in isolated communities while others fade away over time. As news of this discovery spread, it reignited the debate over Sarah Thompson's extraordinary case. Some researchers speculated that Sarah might possess a rare genetic profile that allowed her to access this dormant linguistic information. This theory gained traction when a small number of individuals around the world began reporting experiences similar to Sarah's, albeit on a much smaller scale. These cases, while not as dramatic as Sarah's, involved people suddenly gaining the ability to understand or speak languages they had never studied. Most of these incidents were short-lived, lasting only a few hours or days, but they provided valuable data for researchers studying the phenomenon. Sarah, now in her mid-30s, found herself at the center of this new scientific frontier. She volunteered to undergo extensive genetic testing and brain scanning, hoping to contribute to a deeper understanding of her condition. The results were astounding. Sarah's genetic profile showed several previously unidentified mutations in genes associated with language processing and memory formation. Dr. Elena Vasquez, a neurogenetics expert from the Salk Institute, proposed that these mutations might have created a unique neural architecture in Sarah's brain, allowing her to access linguistic information stored deep within the collective human genome. This hypothesis, while still controversial, opened up new avenues for research into the nature of language acquisition and the potential for enhancing human cognitive abilities. As scientists delved deeper into this genetic aspect of language, they began to uncover fascinating connections between linguistic diversity and human evolution. Studies showed that communities with high linguistic diversity also tended to have greater genetic diversity, suggesting that language played a crucial role in human adaptation and survival throughout history. This research had profound implications for our understanding of human migration patterns and cultural development. Archaeologists and anthropologists began using linguistic data to trace ancient human movements with unprecedented accuracy, filling in gaps in the fossil record and providing new insights into the spread of early human civilizations. The Linguistic Genome Project, initially focused on preserving and studying languages, had evolved into a comprehensive exploration of human cognitive potential. Researchers began experimenting with techniques to activate dormant linguistic abilities in volunteers, hoping to replicate some aspects of Sarah's experience in a controlled environment. While these experiments yielded mixed results, they led to the development of new therapies for individuals with language disorders and learning disabilities. Children with developmental delays showed remarkable improvements in language acquisition when exposed to carefully curated linguistic stimuli based on the project's findings. As the years passed, the ripple effects of Sarah's case and the subsequent research continued to shape various fields of study. In education, a new approach to language learning emerged, emphasizing the activation of innate linguistic abilities rather than rote memorization. Schools around the world began implementing curricula that exposed students to a wide variety of languages from an early age, tapping into their natural capacity for language acquisition. In the realm of artificial intelligence, the insights gained from the Linguistic Genome Project led to significant advancements in natural language processing. AI researchers used the vast database of linguistic patterns to create more sophisticated language models, resulting in machines that could understand and generate human language with unprecedented fluency and nuance. The technology sector also benefited from these developments. Tech giants raced to create universal translation devices that could instantly convert any spoken language into any other, breaking down communication barriers across the globe. These devices, while not perfect, dramatically changed the landscape of international business, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. As Sarah entered her 40s, she found herself reflecting on the incredible journey that had begun with her mysterious linguistic awakening. She had witnessed firsthand how a single inexplicable event could transform not only her life but the entire field of human knowledge. Her experiences had challenged fundamental assumptions about the nature of language, consciousness, and human potential. Inspired by her journey, Sarah established the Thompson Foundation for Cognitive Exploration, an organization dedicated to pushing the boundaries of human understanding. The foundation funded research into fringe areas of neuroscience, linguistics, and psychology, always with the goal of unlocking the hidden potential of the human mind. One of the Foundation's most ambitious projects was the creation of a linguistic time capsule, a comprehensive record of human language in all its forms, preserved using cutting-edge technology. This archive, stored in secure locations around the world and beamed into space as a testament to human civilization, was designed to safeguard humanity's linguistic heritage for future generations and potential extraterrestrial civilizations. As global interest in linguistic diversity and cognitive enhancement grew, a new cultural movement emerged. People around the world began to view multilingualism not just as a practical skill, but as a form of cognitive expansion and a connection to humanity's shared heritage. Language learning apps and immersive virtual reality experiences became wildly popular, allowing individuals to explore thousands of languages and cultures from the comfort of their homes. This linguistic renaissance had unexpected consequences in the realm of international relations. As more people gained the ability to communicate across language barriers, cultural understanding improved, and long-standing conflicts began to ease. The United Nations adopted a resolution promoting universal multilingualism as a path to global peace and cooperation. Meanwhile, the search for the biological mechanisms behind Sarah's extraordinary abilities continued. Researchers made slow but steady progress in identifying the complex interplay of genetic, epigenetic, and environmental factors that could potentially unlock dormant linguistic abilities in the human brain. As Sarah approached her 50th birthday, she published a reflective memoir titled The Language of Humanity, chronicling her lifelong journey from a bewildered teenager to a catalyst for global change. In the book, she grappled with the philosophical implications of her experiences, questioning the nature of identity, memory, and the collective human consciousness. The scientific community, while still divided on many aspects of Sarah's case, unanimously agreed on one thing. Her unique experience had opened up new frontiers of human knowledge and potential. The mystery of her linguistic awakening had evolved into a global quest to understand the depths of human cognitive abilities, and the intricate connections between language, culture, and consciousness. As humanity stands on the brink of a new era of enhanced communication and cognitive exploration, Sarah Thompson's legacy continues to inspire researchers, thinkers, and dreamers around the world. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of the vast uncharted territories that exist within the human mind and the endless possibilities that await those bold enough to explore them. The journey that began with a teenage girl waking up speaking an ancient language has transformed into a global odyssey of discovery, challenging our understanding of what it means to be human and our place in the vast tapestry of cosmic history. As we look to the future, the questions raised by Sarah's extraordinary case continue to drive us forward, ever expanding the horizons of human knowledge and potential.